Good morning! Horror and chaos be to you in the name of Ruse. Now, Runatics, welcome one another as I shall welcome you. Hi, hi. Good morning! Good morning! I hope you guys are having a nice day so far. Yeah, I'm gonna make coffee in the smug mug today. So this is a little bit different of a Rise and Ruse Runatics. Because it's gonna be camp themed, obviously, because we're here at camp. Hope you're not too hungover. Hungover, that's for babies. I'm fine. I woke up at like 7:30 a.m. I've done chores. I walked 3 miles. I've been doing prep for the upcoming week. I'm ready to go. I ain't got time to have a hangover. Crazy. I'm not a baby. Who said I was a baby? I'm a mature, sexy, mysterious, evil older woman. Wow, not a baby at all. Rise and Ruse, Runatics. The hangover is real, but I'll still get up to hang out with Runie and everyone. Thanks for helping make a painful morning better. So, here is a baby. This is what a baby looks like. Only babies have hangovers. Runie love, Runatic love, Runie love, Runatic love. Good morning, Runie. Camp coffee makes me feel very nostalgic for all the camping I did as a kid. The beautiful outdoors on a crisp, cool morning and a nice cup of coffee is a combo that can't be beat. I agree. I agree absolutely. And it makes me want to go camping or hiking more. Well, that was unfortunate timing. Are my alerts not showing up? Did you get alerts for those tips, huh? What the heck? What the heck? What? Oh, you did see it? Okay, never mind then. Oh, I'm just gonna guess they were both ooh-wows. Curse you, YouTube. You didn't notify me the stream started. Oh, well, the stream just started. Like 3 minutes ago, so you haven't missed any of the good action. So today we're gonna make cowboy style coffee. Wow. So I'm gonna write down the instructions actually, why not? I'll write down the instructions like over here maybe. So that you guys can make it with me if you want. Okay, so number 1, you boil the water. Okay. Then you let it sit for 30 seconds. Then add your grounds straight to the water. 2 tablespoons per cup. Let it sit for 4 minutes. Stir halfway through. Oh wait, I should say stir at start and halfway through. Then you're gonna add a splash of cold water to help grounds sink. Then you siphon off the top. to try and not get grounds into it. That makes sense, right? So this is what we're gonna be doing today for our camp style coffee. It's basically cowboy, basically the cowboy method. And of course, I can't make cowboy style coffee with just any coffee grounds. You guys can, but I will be using Ember's coffee, obviously, and we will not be using seawater. Yeah, I read about the eggshell. I've never made coffee this way before. And I have read about the eggshell before, but I didn't want to do that. I've not tried it, but I have read about that with the eggshells. If you can read this, happy rise and Ruse! Mountain trip was a blast and the ASMR was very nice. Thanks for all the summer fun you and the other phase girls have provided. Thank you. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. Happy Maru! Thank you for joining membership. Welcome. My brother stopped by earlier and tried some face coffee. Of all the mugs I have, he chose to use the smug mug. Runie, if you're evil, why are you so cute? That's part of the ruse. Don't you understand? That's part of it. I trick you with my cuteness. It's like a siren. You see? It's all a ruse. Yes, very, very evil. September is the end of summer, silly. It was a really Runie ASMR. Hold on, I'm gonna check because I have water boiling on the stove already. So I'm gonna go check and see if it's boiling. I'll be right back. It was boiling. I thought I heard it. So now why you call me a tomato woman? What the heck? Why am I a tomato woman? Since when am I do like tomatoes. Wow. Alright, so now I have my grounds, but I'm gonna wait. I'm waiting like 30 seconds now that I've taken it off the stove. We're probably like halfway through. I can probably do like 15 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I blush like a tomato? Shut up. No, I don't. I've never blushed in my life. You guys think you can get me flustered? Impossible. You've never seen it. Wow. I'm so composed. You are a cute woman? Thank you. All my jokes aside, the mountain was a blast and the ASMR was absolutely peak. I see what you did there. Thanks so much, Runie. You do so much for us and it's appreciated. Thank you. If evil, why wife-shaped? Because you all need a government-mandated evil wife. Yeah? Alright, I think it's been 30 seconds, so I'm gonna scoop 2 scoops. Now this is medium ground, because I read that you should do it, you should use coarse grounds. So I did a medium grind on the grounds. I was really hoping to do this with like a manual grinder because I thought that would make it more campside. If you guys have a manual grinder, you better do it manually. But I couldn't get one in time, so I did have to. Let's just say I prepared coffee. the grounds beforehand. Oh, I need a spoon to stir it. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay. Hello, Miss Runie. I'm dying from a fever, but I still came to watch the stream. Oh my goodness. Thank you for not dying until my stream is over, at least. I really appreciate it. Actually, you should survive a little longer, too, because at 2:30, I'll be on the... I'll be in another official stream. I forget what they're calling it. Camp Call-In or something like that. So, survive at least until then, yeah? Alright. It's probably been 1 minute since I put it in here, so I'm gonna let it go. At 11:12, I'll stir it again, and then at 11:14, I'll take it out. Or I'll add the cold water and then try and siphon it off. Where I am, it is 11. It is 11 a.m. Good morning, Miss Counselor. Hope you have a nice day today. Thank you. I'm having a good day so far. So far, has been a good day. Yeah. I'm a little... I'm a little tired, though. Oh, it's 8 in the morning where you are? Curious what your thoughts are on chicory coffee. I don't think I've ever had chicory coffee. What is it? 'Tis what it is. I'm glad you guys liked the ASMR though. I need you to know that I really think I'm so funny. I had a different ASMR ready. I'll give it to you guys another time. But I had a different ASMR ready. But then I got the idea for the beach ball one, and I was like, I'm so funny. I'm so funny. And every time I thought about it, every time I see the beach balls are just like sitting in my room, it makes me laugh. No, don't agree with me. We know you laugh at your own jokes quite often. I was laughing through the whole ASMR. Runie ASMR, where she just laughs at her own jokes for 30 minutes into an ear mic. But then my mom was like, did you blow out did you let the air out of the beach balls? And I was like, I didn't think to do that. I'm so stupid. I should have also blown the air out of the beach balls. What's wrong with me? Can't wait for the vampire AS. It's not gonna be ASMR. I never said it was ASMR. I just said it was roleplay. It's just roleplay. The vampire one will not be ASMR. Because it'll be a live stream. Which I will probably do in October. For Halloween. What do you mean, what? Go back and read it. I never said it was ASMR. Never. Alright. So... no blood sucking in 3D audio. Yeah, you only read 50% of it. It was not in the title. It was not. It just said Vampire RP. That's all it said, you crazies. If you really want vampire ASMR, you'll have to earn it. Alright, so I'm gonna add a little bit of cold water to help these grounds sink. They said that would work, so I hope it does. I guess I let it sit for a second. Wow. And then siphon it off. Everyone, October 13th is right around the corner. Wow. It's true, my birthday! My birthday, my birthday, my birthday, my birthday! I'm very excited. I'm so excited. I have fun things planned. Don't worry, guys. Vampires whisper anyways. Or do they? This will be my version of a vampire, so... I remember you joking about doing beach ball ASMR quite a while ago, but I never thought it would be real. Either way, wow. 10 out of 10, it made me laugh a good bit. Thank you! Hey, but I also... I listened to it with my nice headphones on, and I was like, I do feel like this is kind of ASMR-y, though. Wow. Like, the blowing sound did give me the ASMR tingles. So, it's a functional joke. It's a joke that functions. Are we still going to be binging horror movies for October? If so, are you taking Runatics suggestions? I have a movie I'd love to watch with you. We will be watching 4 members only, 4 movies together in October. One of them will be The Shining. I feel like I already decided. Oh, one's gonna be Cabin in the Woods, because I wanted to do at least one that's more funny than scary for people who might not like horror movies. So we're gonna do Cabin in the Woods, we're gonna do The Shining, we're gonna do Alien because I've never seen it, and also we'll be playing the Alien, what is it, Alien Invasion, the one where you hide from the alien. We're gonna be playing that game in October. So we're gonna play the game and then watch Alien together. So I only have, yes, Alien Isolation. So I only have 1 slot left for a horror movie. Now you guys have given me a lot of good suggestions, but I also might try and pick something a little new. There will be horror movies coming out, so I might try and pick like a trendy horror movie, but we'll see. Or maybe I'll just go with one of the ones you guys have recommended. We do still have one slot left. We are not watching Birdemic. We're not watching Birdemic. We could watch The Thing, maybe. If you guys want another classic. A beach ball defeated the evil woman. Honestly, I blew them up a lot better than I thought I would. Vampire RP. Rooney plays Vampire the Masquerade. What is that? Okay, I'm gonna try to siphon it off now. Without getting... Oh, okay. You know what? I'm getting a little bit of grounds in this, but it's really not so bad. I guess the cold water did work. I am still getting some grounds in this, though. It's mostly the flaky parts that really want to float, because I did the medium grind. The coffee beans I get like little flakes. Wow. And the flakes did not want to sink to the bottom. All right. Pouring the coffee, pouring the coffee. I'm doing it slowly. Wow. For 50k, can we do the Lord of the Rings trilogy watch along? For 50k, I'll give you guys something else, because we are already gonna do the Lord of the Rings watch along. Me and Lumi want to do it together in the Discord, but we just haven't like planned out a good time yet. I mean, it's like it takes a lot of time. They're long movies, so we just haven't been able to coordinate it quite yet. But you guys will be getting that no matter what. So for 50k, I'll give you a prize. I'll give you a different prize. Yeah, I think we're gonna do the extended versions. Does Lumi sleep through it? They're so cozy. I can sleep through the Lord of the Rings movies for sure. I think we're gonna try and marathon them, yes. Even if we don't do a watch along for it, definitely watch Aliens. the sequel to Alien as well. Both are phenomenal movies. I have heard that the first two are really good. Everything after that I've heard is like, eh. But I heard, wait, I'm trying to remember. So like the first movie, Aliens, it was described to me as more of like a haunted house film. It's like slow paced, and then like most of the action goes down like later in the movie, whereas the second one is more of an action horror movie, so it's boom 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 all the way through, and I've heard both are really good. Oh, is the Romulus? I just tasted the coffee. Tell me why this tastes so good. What the heck? This is literally delicious. This is incredibly good. Wait. That's bonkers. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think this was gonna taste that good. Yeah, I should start immersion brewing more. No, I've never had it. I've never had it cowboy style. Okay, I should get one of the I know they sell like the strainer pocket things that you can just reuse. Maybe I should just get one of those. And I mean, talk about easy. Oh, is French press? Oh, you know what? That makes sense. Yeah, French press would also count as immersion brewing. Maybe I'll get a French press. Hello and good morning, Runie Ruse, goddess demon witch. Good morning. Are you ready to rise and ruse? Oh. I'm a happy girl right now. This tastes so yummy! I'd throw my hat in for Killer Clowns from Outer Space! Since we know you love Buggy so much. We could watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space, another classic. You know what, maybe I will. I have actually already thought about that a few times. We'll see. But I've already got those other three locked in, so I don't know if I want to totally commit on our last slot until closer to time. You've been ready to rise and ruse? Good Runatics. Good boys. Is that what you guys want to hear? You wanna wear collars and be called good boys? That's what you want? Yes. Yes. Not the collar part, are you sure? Wow. Look into getting a clever coffee brewer. All right, I'm gonna Google it. Clever coffee brewer. I'm gonna Google it on my phone, of course, because I don't have access to my laptop here on the beach at camp. Oh my gosh, it's cute as heck. But this looks like a pour-over system, is it not? Yeah. The Clever Dripper. A foolproof and inexpensive full immersion method of brewing. This little gem is as familiar as a drip machine. It uses number 4 filters and is simple to use as a French press. Oh, okay. It's very cute. It's not pricey at all. It's like 25 bucks. Yeah, I'll buy it. Why not? It's so cute. Actually, the bottom of the actual Clever brand one looks a little plasticky. Oh, I guess they all look like that. I'll do it. It sounds good. Pogorilla! Welcome to membership, thank you. Keurig coffee, hey. Whatever you gotta do, you know, sometimes what you got is a Keurig and you just gotta work with what you work with. I have a Stanley pour over that works good. It just sits on top of the mug. Yeah. That's what my friend that I was visiting, we were staying at her house, and that's what they use. It's pour over, but it's just a tiny one that you just put on top of the mug. And it works really well, and it's super easy. But I like being able to make a whole pot. You know, in case I want to make coffee for multiple people. I've gotten in the habit of, you guys know, I'm so hardworking in the mornings. After Rings of Power or after a new One Piece chapter comes out, wow, I'll make a pot of coffee instead of just coffee for myself. So my coworker can come and we can drink coffee and talk about Lord of the Rings or One Piece. See, that's how I lure them in. I'm like, ooh, I'm making coffee. Don't you love the coffee that I make? Isn't it so much better than that drip coffee in the communal kitchen? And then they're trapped. And they have to talk to me about Lord of the Rings and One Piece. Yeah, bribe them with coffee, corrupt them with One Piece and Lord of the Rings. Very nefarious. One cup of coffee for 3 hours of yapping. Good deal. Where's the stub to add 4 shots of whiskey? Hey, if you guys want some hair of the dog for all you baby boys that are feeling a little hungover this morning. How about you add a little whiskey into your coffee? That'll get you going. Thanks, Mom. You're welcome. See that? Do you see how easy that is? Do you see how easy? 4 shots of Runie, please. The Runie alcohol is too strong for you. It's too strong. Yeah, Irish coffee. You're more of an auntie guy? Then you really should have explored the woods a little bit more. There may have been a clue to catch auntie in there that you guys totally missed. Yup. So now I have to decide what the consequences of that are. Wow. You're going back. Well, I mean, Runie knows best. Whiskey incoming. Yeah, I guess she's just too smart. Yeah, you did get 700 points out. I thought... so when I was designing the map, I knew I wanted to put the Perona spirit up like a long path where you had to go in one direction over and over and over again to get there. Because I wanted it to be a little bit difficult. And I chose forward randomly. It could have been left, forward, or right. I just chose randomly. But I did not expect for you guys to just come in and be like, yeah, we're just gonna go forward the entire time and do nothing else. I wanted you guys to find it, but I was worried that you wouldn't. That's why I also left the clue of like if you go in any other direction, the scenery changes over and over. But if you go forward in that specific direction, the scenery changed or stayed the same. And that's why I also put like the word clues, like, something's strange. Are we going in circles? As kind of a hint that like, oh, okay, maybe there's something in this direction. Because I did want you guys to be able to find it. But I wasn't sure if you would or not. However, there were plenty of treasure boxes to find, so you could have gotten to 200 pretty easy. But you weren't going to be able to afford the vampire RP unless you found Perona. Well, I knew chat would try to break the game a little bit. That was part of the... Wow. I designed it with that in mind. To be frank, what part of doing one thing and nothing else is out of character? I know. I should have known. But you guys did get lucky that the direction you decided was forward. Because what if I'd made it all the way to the left? You guys just would have died over and over again. Is it not TBF, to be frank? Wow, that's not what it means? To be fair. Well, maybe to all you normal people, it means to be fair, but I'm different. I'm not like you normal people. So to me, it's to be frank. So, yeah. What's it like to be so normal? Do coffee beans count as runes? Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? And I thought you guys would probably let Perona eat you. But if you hadn't, you would have lost, like, I think I made it 100 points. I think if you chose no to not let her eat you, you would lose 100 points and die immediately. But I figured you guys would let her eat you. It was the same thing if you ignore her. If you ignore her, it's instant death and you lose Rue points because how dare you? But I knew you guys wouldn't. I knew you guys would say hello. Now, I wasn't sure if you would say the puppy was cute or not. I wasn't sure. So you didn't get a punishment on points for that. Wow. But you can't get past the bear if you tell the dog that the dog isn't cute. If you tell the dog isn't cute, then you can't get past the bear, and you have to get past the bear to get to the top of the mountain. But I thought you guys might be stubborn on that one, so I didn't put a point negative on it. I mean, you do lose points every time you die, though. That puppy was hideous? No, that's not what you guys said yesterday. There's multiple routes to get to the top. There was a bunch of different ways you could get to the top, but all of them go through the bear. So you have to, and there's multiple ways to find the dog. So there's multiple ways to get to the bear without finding the dog, and there was multiple ways to find the dog and then get to the bear. But there was no way to the top of the mountain without encountering the bear. We love the puggy. He said, it's not a pug! Did you like the clown bear? Yeah, you had to go through Utica. Why was the dog so important? Because you needed a way to defeat the bear. How else were you gonna run from the bear? Clearly, you needed a magic spell to turn the bear into a clown. I can't think of a single other way you could have gotten. Actually, do you know what my first idea was? I shouldn't say this. At first, I was going to make it a really cute animal, so you guys would be tempted to be nice to it. And then if you were nice to the super cute animal, it was going to like go with you. So then the whole rest of the mountains, you would have had the little animal with you. And then when you got to the bear would eat the animal instead, and you would be able to escape. And then I was like, that's that's too cruel. I can't do it. I was like, I can't do that. That's too mean. But I really thought about it. In an alternate universe, you would have cried, yeah. But when I decided that I didn't want to do that, that's when I made it the buggy chihuahua. Did you have a plan for if we went negative? Yeah, you mean if you told the dog he wasn't cute? Yeah, then you could keep going, but when you got to the bear, you would die. When you got to the bear, the message was something like, oh no, a bear. Maybe if you'd been nicer to the other animals in this forest, you'd have a way to escape it. And then it kills you. And you lose Ruse points. How many Rue points were possible? I don't know, because you could play through multiple times. So, I don't know. I think in one single game, without dying, you could get 100. Yeah. I think. Yeah. Yeah, if you get to the bear and you haven't encountered the dog, then it's just like, maybe you missed something. If you have said the dog was cute, then the dog helps you. And if you said the dog was ugly, then it's like, you should have been nice. So there was 3 different ways that encounter could have gone, depending on which route you took. Oh, if you ended with negative Rue points, I wouldn't have let that happen. Obviously, I have control at the end of the day. I wasn't gonna let you guys have less than 100. I would have just cheesed it for you. Unless you were really on my nerves, maybe. You would have had to have been really on my nerves. DMs like you are why I never take an animal companion. I'll have you know that I have never killed an animal in any of my campaigns. Except, well, I made them fight an army of geese one time, and some geese did die. But they were never friendly to them, so it's fine. Wow. Thanks for putting so much thought and prep work into your streams. It makes them really fun. Thank you. Like I said, it was a bit of a learning curve because at first I was gonna do it with Ren'Py. If you guys aren't familiar, Ren'Py is a system where you can program your own visual novels, and there's a lot you can do with Ren'Py. It's pretty sophisticated, and I have used it before, so I know the basics, but I was like, I really don't need it to be that fancy. So I wanted to look for something a little more streamlined and simple because it was more of like a text game. So I found a site called Twinery, twinery.org. That's TWINERY.org. And that's just like a choose your own adventure novel creation method. And it took a little bit of a learning curve to figure out how it worked in the programming, but it really was super, super easy to pick up. I picked it up in like 2 days. And now that I know how to use it, I want to use it again. So I will be brainstorming. I can send you guys on a text-based adventure again. Eventually I would like to make a Renpai game for you guys too, but that's just a lot more work. It's a lot more work. Again, you playing a point-and-click adventure game would be amazing for the moon logic alone. Something like Mystery of the Druids. You'd be amazed. I don't really know much about those types of games. Do you want me to make an RPG Maker game? You know what's so crazy is, you know how like kids just absorb information? So when I was younger, I used to make RPG Maker games. And I mean, I'm sure the stories weren't all that good because I was like 9. But I would make an entire game that my friends would play. And I knew how to do, you know, like, oh, if they lose this monster, then they don't get this item. Or, you know, I knew how to do all the variables and stuff. And I knew how to make custom, like, magic attacks with what they had pre-programmed into the system. And then years later, like over 10 years later, I was like, I kind of want to look into making an RPG Maker game again. So I downloaded RPG Maker and I was like, I don't know how to do any of this. I don't understand. I don't know how to do any of this. I would have had to have looked up a tutorial. Man, I hate looking up tutorials. So I gave up. But when I was a kid, man, I don't know, I didn't look up tutorials, I just figured it out. They changed the coding required too. Yeah, I think some of it too was just, it wasn't what I remembered. It didn't work the way I remembered it working. I don't want to learn coding. Here's the thing, is I don't really, genuinely I have no interest in learning coding. It's not something I want to do, but I do want to make interactive games. So I will learn enough to make a Renpai game, to make a Twinery game, and nothing else. Nothing else. Maybe an RPG Maker game one day, if I had the time. I've never made a One Piece fan game, should I? Should I make a game all about Buggy? I'm so proud of myself because this morning I found a really cute picture of Buggy, but it was technically Buggy Shanks' ship art because it had Shanks' like hand in the picture and he was like holding Buggy's face. But I really wanted it as my background on my phone, but I didn't want Shanks in my background. Listen, he's third wheeling. I needed him out of there. So I saved the picture and then I drew over it. I killed Shanks. I edited him out of it. And I think I did a pretty good job. Obviously, I'm not gonna post it because that would be rude to the artist. Wow. But for my personal background, for me, I think I did pretty well. I did post a screenshot of my phone background now so you guys can see it. I really don't mind Shuggy all that much, but I needed Shanks out of here for these specific purposes. I thought there was nothing to third wheel. What happened to observing from a distance? I am observing from a distance, but I don't want Shanks to be there too. Like, If Shanks is also there, then he's third wheeling my observance. I want to observe Buggy, not Shanks and Buggy. You understand. Not that I hate Shanks, I love Shanks. I just also wish him suffering. And he must be edited out of my Buggy photos. Thank you for not making Mountain Retreat RNG based. Runatics Gombaluk would have put us in negative root points. Maybe I should have. That would have been very evil. I do love Sanji. I do like Sanji. Sir Simplad, welcome to membership. Thank you. And I love the Mary. You guys are on my nerves. Wow. No! No! We don't need more of that kind of art. You can draw Buggy though. You can draw Buggy, but I don't have to be in it, you see. Because I'm observing from afar. You understand. Sanji kinda mid post time skip. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with that. I liked Sanji significantly more pre-time skip. Post-time skip was tough because he was incredibly annoying during Whole Cake Island. Which is... Sorry, not a Whole Cake Island, Fishman Island. He was really annoying in Fishman Island. And then his whole arc in Whole Cake Island, I just didn't like. It actively made me like Sanji less. And also, I feel like the way he behaved in Whole Cake Island took away from arcs previously where I did like him. Like now I see him in Ina's lobby and I'm like, you're full of crap. You don't even believe the things that you're saying. Like you're not cool anymore because I know that you don't even believe what you're saying. So it made him less cool in retrospect. So really hated Whole Cake Island. I do think that Sanji was pretty cool in this current arc, Egghead. So maybe it'll improve things going forward. But I'm also kind of mad at him right now, and it's not his fault. It's not his fault. But if you guys are manga current, there's a moment that Sanji has with Vegapunk. That really should have been a Frankie moment. I just don't understand why Oda hates Frankie. Why does Oda hate Frankie so much? Huh? It shouldn't have been a Sanji moment. It should have been a Frankie moment, and I'm really sore about it. I think Oda hates Sanji. No! I think Oda is accidentally making Sanji look lame by trying to include Sanji. I think Oda knows that Sanji is a fan favorite, so he keeps trying to like give Sanji these big moments. But Oda likes Zoro more, so what ends up happening is you get this epic, super cool Zoro moment, and then you get this less cool Sanji moment that in comparison just makes Sanji look so lame when you look at him next to Zoro. When really, I feel like Sanji should be getting completely different moments. Like he did pre-time skip. He should be more of your James Bond type, right? He doesn't need to be having these epic one-on-one battles like Zoro. That's a Zoro thing and Zoro's always gonna do it better. That's just my opinion. But I like Sanji. I love all the Straw Hats. I would like to see him use those 99 recipes. I would like to see him cook too. I miss them just hanging out on the ship. I miss Sanji just cooking stuff. I tried out the One Piece TCG through the simulator, and I actually had a good amount of fun. I built a red-blue VV deck and ended up doing pretty well. Gonna see if I have any stores near me to carry the cards when I get a chance. I'm glad you liked it. I've heard really good things about the TCG. Everybody I know who's like getting into playing it or has been playing it has been really enjoying it. He would cry if he knew a hottie like Runie hates him. No, I think he'd probably like it. I'm giving him attention, so I think that's enough. Ooh, a fancy pudding card. I love pudding. I can't wait for her and Sanji to get married at the end of the story. Married for real this time. I really enjoyed this coffee. I'm super glad that we did this. I'm drinking coffee and yawning. What the heck? I have a long way to go before I decide best girl. Before it was simple, but then you did that stream. There's so many good girls in One Piece. Robin is my best girl from One Piece, for sure. But it's like a very small margin. Because right underneath Robin are a lot of girls. Vivi and Nami for sure. Pudding for sure. Perona for sure. Yeah, it's probably like Robin, and then just a little bit behind Robin, all tied. Nami, Vivi, Perona, and Pudding. And then just behind them, a bunch of other girls. Like Tashigi and Hina. Doll. Oh my god. They're so good. Rebecca. I do like Rebecca. I wish I wasn't crazy about Rebecca's storyline, but I do like Rebecca. I like Shirahoshi too. I like all the princesses. I like Carrot. Carrot's not one of my favorites, but I do like Carrot. I like York. I like York more than I like Carrot. Am I allowed to say that? I mean, I'm not condoning her actions. But I like a greedy girl. I like Lilith. Lilith is fun. Praline is very cute. I do like Praline. Baby 5! Hold on, I gotta put Baby 5 in the second level. Baby 5, Perona, Vivi, Nami, Pudding. Baby 5 is up there. Baby 5 triggers... I don't know what to call this emotion. Like, do you ever look at someone and you're like... You want to protect them... and you want to make them happy, like not necessarily in like a you want to be with them way, but you're just like, this is a precious person that I want to experience happiness for the rest of their lives. And like, what do I have to do that? That's how I feel about Baby 5. You're looking at one right now. Well, I don't know what to say to that. I never had a name tag. I never made a name tag. Listen, I had a lot of stuff to do this week. I was very busy. I did not have time to make a name tag. One of you guys should make a name tag for me. I trust you. You guys make a name tag. I didn't have time to do it. And I took off my t-shirt because I was exercising. I was taking a walk on the beach. Like I said, I walked 3 miles before stream. I do have waifus outside of One Piece. So my number 1 waifu, of course, is Ritsuko Akizuki. And then I also really like Amelia from ReZero. That's another waifu of mine. Name tag Queen Dork. Warng. That shade of black looks good on you. Thank you. This is the same shade as of my dress. That's why it looks good. I like Rem too. I just like Amelia better. Should I give you guys a teaser for something? As a thank you for being so sweet to me over the weekend. Yeah. As you guys know, these earrings that I wear are actually twin snake demons that made a contract with me. And I wear them as jewelry. But you guys, in October, might get to see them out of jewelry form. They've been whispering their little snake secrets in my ear all this time. I think it's ready for you guys to hear the snake secrets too. You could get your own pair. Honestly, if I had a majority like female audience, I probably would have done that for one of my birthday merches. But as you guys know, it's 2% female audience. So I don't know if people would actually want to wear it. So I did not. You could buy them for your loved ones now? I don't know. There's something about that. That feels weird. I agree that you guys might have still bought them, but I want to give you guys stuff that you'll actually use, you know? Not something that just has to sit on a shelf. You guys have plenty of stuff that just sits on shelves, right? With all the figures, or sorry, the standees. You already have stuff that sits on shelves. I want to give you something you can use practically in your life. They are being used. They make me happy to look at. That's true. They do have a use in that sense. Wow. Like the smug mug. We need that. We do need the smug mug. I have done absolutely nothing to make this happen. I just keep saying on stream, Sakana, give me a smug mug. Maybe I'll ask. I say that, but I know Sakana doesn't watch my streams. Except he was watching the cryptid stream because he was able to send me the HD picture of Amy's butt. Oh, that was so funny. It was so funny. Don't worry about it. We have the wigs to go with it. If that's the case, then why did none of you cosplay me, huh? Really? Why did none of you cosplay me in that case? At Offkai? Huh? Ah! Mazumaro, thank you so much for the Akasupa, thank you! You are such a wholesome dork, Runie. Have fun streaming. Thank you. I am having fun. This is gonna be a little bit of a shorter stream, though. Because like I said, I will be streaming again later. I would rock a pair of snake earrings. I would wear them daily. Maybe with some Runie-themed studs. I can wear up to 6 piercings, endless options. Whoa! Because I refuse to wear the Runie wig. I refuse. So you bought a Runie wig and you just won't wear it? What are you doing with it then, huh? You weirdos. I actually have 3 piercings in my ears. Oh, that's a lie. I have more than that. I have 3 piercings on each lobe, and then I have my tragus pierced. But that was when I was younger. I was more rebellious. I was more rebellious back then, so I don't wear any of the other ones anymore. I just wear one. Every now and then, I might use my second lobe hole. So I'll wear 2 earrings in each ear. But I don't ever do the 3 earrings anymore. And I haven't worn a tragus piercing, gosh, in maybe like 7 years. It's probably grown in, to be honest. My tragus probably did grow in. You can still see where it was pierced. Like I'm an ex-delinquent. I just like have all the little holes. But the ones in my ear lobes did not grow in. Those are still pierced. Tragus, it's like that little flap of cartilage. That like covers the entrance to your ear, connected to your cheek. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it goes inwards towards the ear. It's that little piece of cartilage. Delinquent Runie skipping class on the roof smoking cigarettes. More likely than you think. I did not go to my classes in grade school. My grade school was too easy. So yeah, I skipped my classes all the time. I feel like I've told you guys that before, haven't I? Because there was this one time that I showed up for my English class and everybody was like, whoa, oh my goodness, whoa, it's Runie! She came today! I was like, yeah. Wow. I showed up. And then I went to a really difficult university and I got my butt handed to me because I had never learned how to study because grade school was so easy. How do you skip in grade school? Well, I lived in the country and it was a public school. And to be honest, as long as you weren't causing trouble, they really did not care. If you were not causing trouble and you made good grades, they kind of just let you do whatever you wanted. They were like, you're not doing drugs or bringing alcohol or fighting people. It's fine, whatever. Don't come to class. We don't care. So, but yeah, I had that gift. Yeah, I definitely had the gifted child experience because college was a struggle. I don't feel like I had a good grasp on how my brain worked and how it worked best for me to study until after I graduated. Yeah, it wasn't until after I graduated. But I also feel like it was one of those things where I probably would have benefited from a break. I wasn't really in a position like financially to do that, so I wouldn't have been able to. But I think I would have benefited from maybe like skipping a year, because I was just so stressed out and depressed that it was hard to like process anything. So I think what ended up happening is like once I got out of college and then I was able to like, I don't know, not suffer and I wasn't suffering anymore. Yeah, gap year, that's what they call it. Suddenly my head like cleared up, and then I was able to look back at my experience and be like, oh, like I think this is what works for me. So then when I got into my career, you know, running, I don't know if you guys knew this, but like running a demon army, you gotta take like tests and stuff to like prove you can do it. And so when I first got my, you know, when I first started doing my running a demon army job, I had to study to pass exams. And at that point in time, I was like, okay, I get it. And I did not struggle at all. I did super well throughout all of that experience. Made really good grades, flying colors. So it was like it clicked then. I was like, okay, now I get it. I can look back on how I performed in college and kind of understand what it is that helps me learn the best. But I was just not in a headspace at the time where I could process any of the information that was I couldn't process the experiences I was having because I was so extraordinarily burnt out and depressed. So I definitely think I would have benefited from a gap year, but it just wasn't really, it wouldn't have really been possible. So I was hitting burnout in college. I got burnout before the end of my freshman year. I'm so serious. When I was with the girls the other weekend, we literally just sat at the table and lamented our university experience for like an hour. By the time we graduated, every single one of us so depressed. We were all struggling so hard. They've actually had to reform since then. I know from students that still went there after I graduated, because they were younger than me. Kind of shortly after my class graduated, they had a really bad problem with suicide rates, and they like reformed a bunch of stuff to make it less rigorous. It was really bad. It was really bad. I think it was because like they had this sort of mindset where it was like you have to suffer to learn, you know? And so pretty much all of the programs there were just like, when I say they were rigorous, like, I mean, it's not just that like I wasn't ready, though I also wasn't ready. It was also that they were absolutely on purpose trying to make your life absolutely a living hell. Like they were trying to make it as hard as possible for you, because I guess they thought that would make you like a stronger, smarter person. When really I'm like, you could have just, I don't know, taught me what I was paying you to teach me. Like you could have just taught me things. That would have been nice. Could have just learned things. That's what I went there for. Your graduate program was like that too. Yeah, I know it's not a unique situation to me. I think a lot of things are designed like that, and I just don't understand. Wow. Why? I don't understand why it's gotta be like that. For my friends who went on to medical school, I think that's a really big problem in medical schools too, where they just make it extraordinarily tough on you with like the schedules that they give you and the amount of workload that they give you, because it's like you gotta learn through suffering. And there's also like an element of like, I had to go through it, so now you go through it. But it's just not helpful. I don't think it's a good way to teach people. You're about to go to medical school? Well, that is amazing. And you're very smart and capable for that. So congratulations for getting into medical school. And I hope you have a really good time there. I could see a law school being like that too. So, film recommendation for October. Spring, really good romance film with horror elements, very profound story. I never can tell if you guys are being serious or not. I can't tell if there's sarcasm in this. Very profound story, and I think you'll like it. Spring, I don't know if I've heard of that one. Runie Ruse, commander of the dorks and of demons. P.S. If the teachers at the uni didn't teach how to work/life but focus on grades, skill issue on them. There's no way I could have stayed in school, man. I thought about it briefly, about getting my master's, but no, there's just no way. It's just not happening. Not happening. It just made a lot more sense to go into the workforce because they don't pay you very well to be a graduate student. It was like I would be working ridiculous hours as a TA, and I would be not really making any sort of profit because the amount of money they would be paying me wouldn't really cover my living expenses or tuition, right? And so I would have needed another job too, and I was like, nah, forget it. I'm just gonna start my demon army. It'll be a lot more profitable. My quality of life is better too. I know I've told you guys this before, but part of it is also my mindset. So it was like, if I wasn't making 100s on everything I was doing, then I wasn't doing enough. Like clearly I did not study enough if I'm not getting a 100, right? And so I felt like at every point of every day, all the time, if I wasn't studying, I should be studying. Because clearly I was not making perfect grades. Trust me, was not making perfect grades. I had some C's. My senior year, I even made a D. I couldn't do it, you know? So I just felt constantly stressed. Like I could never actually relax because there was something in the back of my brain that was like, you need to be studying, you need to be studying, you need to be studying. You are not doing enough. You are not doing enough. You can see on paper, quantifiably, you are not doing enough. But then I got into the workforce, right? And then it's like, I go to work and then I go home and I don't gotta worry about it till I go to work again the next day. So then it was like, wow, I can like actually relax, like debrief, sleep, exercise, be healthy. I'm not depressed, so I can have actual good relationships with people. Because that's the thing is I I tell my girls this all the time. I'm so shocked that any of them were actually friends with me because I wasn't that good of a person in college. I think I've told you guys this before too, but in college I was kind of like hard to approach. Like my friends would make jokes about like, you know, like, oh, you know, we really had to sneak our way into your heart. Like we had to wear you down. And like friends used to give me t-shirts and stuff that would be like, don't talk to me, or, you know, jokey things like that, because I was standoffish. Which is so crazy because I've never been that type of person. And once I got out of university, it's like I flipped back to how I was before I went. Because I've always been a pretty friendly person. I feel like I'm really approachable. But I was just going, I was going through it. I was going through it. But you know what? I got 2 degrees. And somehow, miraculously, I ended up making friends with some absolutely incredible girls that have made my life so much better. And I love them deeply. I don't know how I did it, but somehow. So I'll be grateful for that no matter what. Were you that girl in the corner of the cafeteria that looked like you had a black rain cloud overhead? Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. There was like this one spot in this one hall that I used to sit and study. And I would sit and study there all day long, all the time, to the point where like, it was kind of like a joke. Like, people were like, oh, they're gonna build a statue of you and put it, or they're gonna put like your name on a plaque on that table, because it's just your table. People knew it was my table. That's where I studied. They left it open for me. I used to do, well, there's a word for it, but now I forget what it is, where you like study for so long and then you take like a little bit of a break. I used to do that, and then on my break I would make dolls. Like the doll makers online. I would go to like dolldivine.com. Is that still a thing? And I'd be like, okay, for the next 10 minutes, I'll just make a cute, yeah, the Pomodoro. I used to do that. And so then I would make a doll. This was way before Dress to Impress. And then I would go back to studying. That was my escape. Oh, it means tomato in Italian. Ooh, I didn't know that. I'm glad some of you guys can relate. I think what was also strange is like, in the moment, like nobody talked about any of this stuff. Like in retrospect, I can talk to all of my friends and it's like, oh yeah, we were all suffering. We all felt the same way, but we were not discussing these things with each other at the time. You know? We were all like, this is fine. We're all fine. This is fine. Misery loves company. No! Wow. Speak for yourself. I always made my displeasure known. I think I also had a little bit of pressure too because, you know, I was like first generation college student. I think I've told you guys this before too. And I think it was like a really big moment and like very special for my mom to be able to see me go to university. So there was also this level of guilt of like, I should be enjoying this, like the dream college experience that my mom didn't get to have. So I think there was like a level of suffering too that I just like didn't allow myself to express, you know? And that's not a unique experience either. I know a lot of people in my generation especially felt that way. So. What? I love you guys. What the heck? So you weren't a One Piece addict in college? No, it was after college that I got into One Piece. Now, don't get me wrong. I was into manga really hard back then. I was reading like a mad woman. But I didn't get into One Piece until after university. I was really into sports manga at the time. I read a lot of sports manga. I found it very inspiring. I needed it. Don't say alcohol is useful, no. Luckily, I didn't fall down that rabbit hole. I fell into the alcohol rabbit hole after university. Which is good, because now I can enjoy it responsibly. PS2, I got my master's, so pro tip, don't. In physics? They told you to drink? What the heck? Good morning! I really like cowboy style coffee. It's yummy. I didn't expect it to taste so different, but it has a very different flavor. I'm definitely gonna look into immersion coffee. Oh man, I truly am becoming a coffee snob. I've mastered my mocha pot. Cause the Dizzy brew I made in the mocha pot on Friday, so I could be up for that midnight stream, was so yummy. So good. I'm a master of the pour over. Now I'm gonna master immersion coffee. Such a snob. Yeah, I'll send you to the Alcohol Anonymous cabin. You guys can go, you can go hang out with Tinma if you drink too much. I think my favorite coffee so far has been Michiru's, but I also really liked Saya's, and I liked mine too. Wow. Surely we'll watch Die Hard for Christmas, right? Maybe. I don't think I've ever seen Die Hard. I just know the joke that it's a Christmas movie. We will definitely watch Krampus, though. We will watch Krampus. Required viewing. Why are you saying joke in quotes? It is a joke. People joke about it all the time. It is a Christmas movie. It is. We should watch the Lindsay Lohan Christmas movie together. I forget what it's called, but it's very good. Yes, Krampus is a horror movie, technically. But it's very much so a holiday movie with a holiday message. And also, it's campy humor. It's a horror movie, but the entire cast is comedians. It's fantastic. I love Krampus so much. Incredible movie. Oh hey, Free Supa! Have a great summer, boss. Thank you. I am having. It's the end of summer, you guys. Oh, I was watching. I was watching Riverdale at 2 times speed, so I missed the debut of Seafoam, which is the original song for Face Camp that I sang in. Did you guys like it? Yes, I did it. What, you think I lied? I said I was going to and I did it. Yeah, you guys liked it? Ha ha ha. It was fun to do. I was happy I got the opportunity. It's nice when I just get handed a song and they're like, hey, sing this. I'm like, oh, okay. I skipped right to the fun part. Though I do like writing lyrics. You haven't listened to them yet. Go listen to both of them. I really like them both. I think Rie and Jelly did fantastic jobs. The unofficial, unreleased acapella version. Yeah, you guys got the sneak preview of the acapella version. That was on my part too. I don't know if you guys could tell when I was singing in that song. Because most of the parts where I sang, it wasn't like showing me. So you can't just watch the video and tell when I'm singing, you're gonna have to listen to it. So I wonder if you guys could tell, recognize the sound of my voice. Canister, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships, thank you! You could? The Runie brain came through. Alright, we gotta do another campsite version. Gifted memberships, whoo! Gifted memberships, hooray! Gifted memberships, hooray! Hooray! Gifted memberships, wow! Make sure you say thanks now. Gifted memberships today. Hooray! Thank you guys. I actually like the first one a little better too. But that's because the first one feels more J-pop, whereas Seafoam feels more K-pop. And I like J-pop more than I like K-pop. So I like it. It's like campier. I like the personalized lines to everybody, and like it's just kind of sweet and cute and fun. But I like both of them. I think they're both actually about the end of summer though, if you look at the lyrics. Why are you putting Z in there? I don't know this joke. What's the joke there? Yeah, it was K-pop and R&B inspired. I think it sounds more K-pop than R&B. Well, it sounds like K-pop's version of R&B, which is pop. Oh, her toggle is on S. Yeah, oh yeah, the shirt toggle. Yeah. I see. That's funny. A wonderful improvisation by the one and only Jelly. Endless sunset. Endless sunset. No, not seething. Not seething. That's why, because I was streaming the cryptid. Well, part of this is my fault because I misunderstood. I thought I had an hour slot. This is completely my bad. This is 100% on me. I thought I had an hour slot. As you guys can tell, I prepared an hour amount of material. So then we just had to improvise for the second hour. But then we had to improvise even more because then they were having trouble, the last minute trouble with the video premiere for Endless Summer. So I was getting messages from staff like, vamp, vamp, vamp until it's ready. So then we were just being real goofy. Yeah, I thought it was pretty obvious. I'm glad that I had everyone with me. It would be a lot harder if it was just me, but it was really easy to fill time with everybody because then we could just goof off. Man, I love Euphoria so much. They're so much fun to stream with. I wish Miss Hina could have been there. Miss Hina, I miss you. I miss you. I keep wanting to DM her, but I don't want to bother her. I'm gonna DM her, but I'll just do it once, so I don't bother her. Yes, please show her extra love when she gets back. Please, please do. Yeah, just an ooh. Okay. Why not? Alright. I am going to go ahead and wrap up this stream so I can make sure that I'm ready for later stream today. It is the last day of summer camp, so make sure you check out all the summer camp events happening today. And I will have my schedule up later today as well, so please look forward to that. I'll give you guys a sneak preview. I will not be streaming tomorrow. There is no monsoon. Monsoon destroyed. Because I need a breather. I streamed too much this weekend. I need a breather. We will finish Bayonetta. It's just gonna take a little while. That's all. Thanks for an amazing summer. Ah! You door key? Rude. Be nice to me. Alright. But for now, it's bittersweet. But until 2:30, I must say farewell. Give glory to the runes, for my love and affection is forever with you. Bye bye.